Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to complete block 3B with the last unit, which is about intonations. So, what do we understand by intonation? I will start with an example of, let's say there are three people who are talking to each other in a group, and then the first one says, I have been to Paris. Okay, the statement is here. Let's make the P capital. Yes. So he says, I have been to Paris. And then the other person says, I have too. I have too, which means that this person has also been to Paris. And then this third person, he says, I have to. Okay, which means that he also has been to Paris, but he's not excited about it, or he's not informing that he has been, but somehow he's stressing on this word, which is have, which means he doesn't want to, but he has to do it. So, possibly this person is a pilot or a crew or someone who works for the jobs, on the jobs, and that's why he's emphasizing more on this word, which is have. So while the first person is emphasizing on to because this person also has been there, he's emphasizing on I have to, while this other person is emphasizing on I have to. Okay, so this entirely changes the meaning of this sentence. Okay, this is how intonation affects our day-to-day conversation, our day-to-day talking with people and understanding what they're speaking about. So with this, we are going to start about intonation. So each and every language in the tone which brings about a change in the meaning of an utterance, these languages are known as intonation languages. For example, English, where an intonation can change the meaning of the word. So, for example, if I say yes, yes in a normal level tone, then this is just yes. If I say yes in a falling tone, when I say yes, yes, then it becomes a question. If I say yes with a rising tone, it is like yes, then this indicates that there is more to follow. Similarly, if I say it with a falling rising tone, then this could be about a partial agreement, like yes, yes. Okay, now I'm just making sounds, but this usually when you will have a real conversation with someone, these yeses will change the meaning of how you're saying it. And then the fourth one is when you say it in a rising falling tone, then this might express a strong feeling of approval or disapproval or even surprise. So with these four examples, what did I find out? That there are different kinds of tones. So what are these tones? The first one we had is a level tone, then we had a falling tone, then we had a rising tone, and then we have a falling rising tone, and we have the last one which is a rising falling tone. So these tones, they affect the way we speak, and they can entirely change the meaning of what we are speaking. So definitely we know that English is an intonation language. It entirely depends on, not entirely, but it depends a lot on how we are pronouncing it and what is our tone when we are speaking a certain word. So let's talk about a tone unit. So usually we will require something, a unit which is generally greater in size than a syllable. We already know what a syllable is or what syllables are. So something which is greater than a syllable is called a tone unit. It is a stretch of speech over which one pattern of pitch variation extends. Okay, it could vary from one syllable utterance to many syllable utterance, and it could also coincide with a sentence, a clause, or a phrasal boundary in a complex sentence. So it is not just like a syllable is about a part of a word, but this could also be a phrase or a sentence. Because when we are talking about this falling or rising tone, this could also contain a whole sentence, a whole complex sentence. For example, this whole huge sentence which you are looking at here, this will also have a certain tone to consider. Okay, so the factors that help us to determine what are the tone groups. For example, in this sentence, in May, when the really hot weather begins, we pack all our stuff into the car, shut up the house, and drive to the mountains, nothing being able to keep mother down here at that time. So now these punctuations, do you see comma, comma here, okay, comma here? So these commas, these punctuations are helping us to divide the sentence and also our tone along with that. Then the second one, the second type which we have is there is no punctuation to guidance. There's no punctuation to guide us. In that case, what we have to do, we have to divide the utterances into tone groups on the basis of grammatical consideration alone. So let's say when I speak this one, without stopping to think, he rushed forward with his arms out to try and help her, and only succeeded in pushing her straight back again. And you would think that I'm just saying it, or I can say it in any way, but let me try to speak the sentence with improper tones. Then let's see, how do I say it? Without stopping to think, he rushed forward with his arms out to try. Okay, so this is not making any sense, or this is not making much sense, or this will somehow make it difficult for us to understand what the person is speaking. So we have to definitely know where we have to stress, what are the tone and what are the pauses before we speak anything. And then the final one we have is this is non-grammatical. Example which we have is this could be entirely non-deliberate. For example, the hesitation phenomena. So wherever there is sometimes writers they do this. See another here, because they want to show that their character is has hesitant of speaking right now. So they would add this and ums and pauses, so you can live with the character. So then, and the crux of the matter we have been discussing it is whether the insult or slight was intended or not. So with these you know that definitely after you have spoken or or you have taken a pause, then definitely this one, the next thing which is coming after that will be stressed. Your tone will change. It will be rising and then falling. Why? Because definitely before this your tone would gradually fall, and would never be something which you will highlight or stress on, because that's just a filler. You're not using it actually. Okay, then the final one which we have is if it's a very long unit, then the speaker just divides utterance into tone units into smaller chunks, which we have done here, here, and here. And with this, you will decide what tone you will be speaking in, and which part should be rising, which part should be falling, and which part you should keep neutral. Let's come to the tonic syllables. So the first one is neutral, where you are not actually going up or down, which is just like, well, I think I'll go back again tomorrow. Okay, you're stressing on tomorrow maybe, but that's it. Then the second one which we have is marked one, which is when I am stressing on something, when something is marked on a word that has greater importance in relation to the meaning if compared to the other sentences. For example, he has taken the train to Delhi. So in this we are emphasizing on train, that he did not take a plane, he did not go by boat or a bus, but instead he has taken a train to Delhi. So I'm emphasizing on train. I will just give another example. If instead of train, I would emphasize more on Delhi. Let's say I speak the sentence like this: he has taken the train to Bangalore. He has taken the train to Bangalore. Then I'm stressing on Bangalore rather than on the part which is train. So this one is talking about that he went to Bangalore, not Delhi. He went to Bangalore and not Delhi. So the part which I'm emphasizing on will change the meaning of the sentence. Okay, in this sentence, when I'm emphasizing on train, then they are saying that he did not go by plane but by train. When I focus on Delhi or Bangalore, then it means that this person has gone to Delhi or Bangalore and not Mumbai or Kolkata. Okay, with this we have more examples that when you want to give some new information to someone, then the listener can respond in a certain way. For example, his wife is pretty, then the person who's listening to you will say yes, 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 she's very pretty. In this case, this tonic syllable in a content word is used for emphasis. You are emphasizing it. So with this we come to the next part, which is the nuclear tone. So this one has the first one, which is a falling tone, which is denoted by this symbol. We are going to read a lot of sentences with these. So this symbol is a falling tone because it's falling down, while this symbol, it is usually marked below a sentence, this is going up. Okay, so then this is a rising tone because that's how you will write it. So let's see, let's look at this example. So the person A says excuse me, and then the second person, this is a rising tone, so he says yes, yes. So now what this person is asking somehow like, yes, continue, yes, what's your question? Okay, so this is your rising tone. If I go ahead, there are more examples which you can read. Then there could be a falling rising tone. I have talked about it before, but the symbol for falling rising tone is V. Why? Because the tone falls and then it rises. So V. Similarly, we have a rising falling tone, which is denoted by A. because it rises and then it falls. Okay, so this is your rising falling tone. So let's see certain examples of what's happening here. So yes, so this is a this is a rising tone, so I said yes. Did she say yes? Did she say yes? This is the question. And they have given here, you have to, this one is a falling tone. Did she also a falling tone? Yes, or say also a falling tone. And then yes is your rising tone. So did she say, because now in this sentence, did she say is not really important, but we're emphasizing more on yes, because was it a yes or was it a no, because that would change the whole life of this person, or that would change the whole plan, I would say. So that's why they're emphasizing more on yes. Then there are certain sentences which will have rising falling tone, and then it might become more complicated. So they have examples, they have given examples here, like this tone it's rising while this tone is falling. So you can read the sentences. What are the functions of intonation? Let's go with that. So the first one we have is a grammatical function. So with this tone, because of the tone, we can change it to a statement or a question. He came here yesterday. Statement. He came here yesterday? Question. Because of my tone, the grammatical function changed. Here now in the book they have given more examples of a certain conversation, and then they have given you if it's a rising tone like here, or if it's a falling tone, they have given you examples. So you have to read and then you have to find out the difference. Why is the same sentence being pronounced differently? So these are certain examples of that. Then we are talking about the third point. What is the third use? It is the attitudinal function. So the first one is thank you and thank you. So the first one, it conveys a genuine feeling of gratitude. Okay, it is in the falling tone. This is thank you, thank you. But a thank you with a rising tone, thank you, sounds rather casual, and when said with a rising tone, then it will sound more casual, or just like that you're saying it. Okay. Sorry. These are the three functions of, what is this? Three functions of tones. Yes. So what we discuss now about the three functions of tones. With this, we will talk about, or we will move forward to the uses of tones. So where can you use these tones? This is actually, I would say, a very easy part, but also this is a lot of things to remember you will have in this part. So with this, we will come to almost the end of this unit, which is the uses of tones. So the tones, they have various uses. So for example, let's take the falling tone. It will be used for statements, commands, invitation, exclamation, WH questions, tag questions. They have also given examples which you can read. Rising tone, on the other hand, is used for yes no type question, alternative question, and the falling rising tone can also be used for enumeration. These can also be used for request and non-polarity type or WH questions, politeness, friendliness, personal interaction. Okay. Then we have the falling rising tone. It can be used for a foreign context, partial agreement, warning, or to reproach someone, or if you are correcting someone, or this could also be a pleading request. Whereas the rising falling tone is for enthusiasm, question, showing suspicion, indignation, or mockery. So these are the uses of tones. With this, we have completed this unit and block 3b. So your 4 blocks are done. I'm so happy already. Okay. So please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, if you're enjoying this playlist and you feel that you'll be able to complete your MEG4 exam with good marks, good score. Please subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section. I hope to see you guys in the next video. All the best for your exam.